Good morning traders, and welcome to another live session with the Mohawk Forex scalping team. Morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. 2 p.m. here. Obviously it's 9 a.m. US time, Eastern Standard Time. So we've got 30 minutes to go till the market open. And our main focus today was to look at the upcoming JOLTS jobs news, which should move the market quite nicely. We're just going to do a 1 hour stream today just to focus on the open and that, and just see what happens on US 30 and in particular gold as well, which we love to trade on these kind of news events. Our AX system, which is unique to our team and our group, has just been updated to a version 1.07 as well, so we've got a nice new features. And again, if anybody wants to know how to gain access to this and how to join our Discord group, then so you just look in the description below, or you can go to our website www.mohawkforex.com. and obviously if you like what we do, hit the like button, smash that like button, and subscribe, and also share, as word is getting out now about how we scalp and how we trade. People seem to like it. Like I say, we stick primarily to the 3-minute time frame. We do some analysis on the 15, but our unique AX system, which you can see here, gives us all the information we need from various time frames, and we can scalp in and out as stealthily as we can on the 3-minute, and that's what we like to do. And yeah, we're looking at US 30 here on our standard setup, just seeing how the market's playing. So a nice bull run this morning right from London Open. There's some inflation news out there which obviously pushed things down early pre-market and end the Asian session, and then we've had a boost up on the 30 during London, bit of a retest of a nice little W pattern. Now we're looking to break our support zone here. We've got a chance of price coming up if the RSI breaks our average line, or we're looking on the open to break our trend line and drop. We're looking. If we have a switch to gold, gold is just a nice little spike. Again, similar pattern. Had a rise during early London. Last hour, 2 hours sell off, and a retest of the 1754 zone, which gold has been playing around at this last few days. Bounced off that nicely, bounced off our neutral support, which is on our system, kind of our daily pivot that gives us an overall direction, i.e., you know, below it sells, buys, it's bounced back off that area and has broke our trend line and broke our breakout line here. So our breakout lines bottom. Gold rose up nicely. Again on the open, I could be looking for a continuation of this drop afterward. See how this plays out. Again, we're just looking to scalp 50 to 100 points on the open, and then we'll sit back and wait for the JOLTS news. Use my FX book. Information you need to trade is on here. Usual, a higher than expected figure is going to be positive, lower will be negative. Consensus is that we're looking for a decrease from last month's 10.934 to 10.25. Already costed in. It's going to be a worse this month. Job openings, but let's see what the news brings. See if it's better than this. We're going to take some buys and sells on gold and vice versa. And although this is classed as a medium impact, it does tend to move the market quite nicely, especially considering the NFP results last week as well. Obviously shocked the market. It was way off. It's going to be interesting to see. I'm going to sit back, grab a coffee, some tunes while we wait for this to play out, more analysis.
How did you do that? How did you do that?
broadcast as radio impulses into space. And all that they're being heard on every radio telescope on the entire Earth.
And back now, just going to drink. US 30 is ranging nicely at our support line. Pulled up nicely off it. We'll run to the next 15 minutes, kind of a raise up here before I pull down. Pull back on the open, so I'm going to look for 100 points. The downside, once this, if this gets up to this level again, 2 touches and down. We'll retest this support zone. Gold's 8% bullish still pushing to our breakout zone. More green than red today. Definitely been a positive mood. hitting resistance.
Morning, good morning, good morning. Live from San Francisco.
Hey, San Francisco in the house. How you doing, sir? All right.
Doing pretty good. Yourself?
Yeah, good. Good morning to you. An early one.
Good morning. Yeah, it's early.
What are you picking today? You thinking gold, or you thinking the 30, or are you thinking silver?
I had my sights set on gold. We're tapping that resistance right there. Looking for the projections on JOLTS. Also hitting resistance on silver. They're pairing up quite nicely today.
That's what I like to see.
Yep. That was a nice little sell-off right before that rise and trend line break. $22.60 down to $22.380, $3.50. Yeah.
Searching for higher ground. Can't see in front of me. My enemies have tried every possibility. Ability to know if I can bleed. If that's what you wanted, you won't get it tonight.
It's a nice pattern forming on gold. Nice pattern.
Yep.
So I'm thinking for the open we're going to get a pullback. And I think US 30 is going to go higher. The 222, I'm going to set that as a potential DP. We go to the upside. 100.
Do sell off. That's going to be a M pattern form in the last leg.
Yeah. Like I say, I'm still thinking it hasn't. This is the second touch. So, I wonder if it's going to spike up first and then drop back down. So,
resistance right there around the minor supports holding valid.
yeah, you've got the trend line, you've got all this support. So I'm thinking that at least to get 100 points, and then, like you say, we might get then a break of that and this heavy support, and then down to our breakout zone, so something like that.
I'd like to see it get back to about 1755 on that push down.
On gold, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, again, gonna see. Yeah, 70. Yeah, nude back down to a neutral support. We could well do. But again, TP, I only want to go 50 to 100. Well, we're well in here. Look at TP. 2 trades, $100. Go here. We've got 10 minutes to go. It might hit that before and just adjust it down. You've got a flat part of the baseline here, which is really good, this zone here. But it could end up coming, like you say, down here. But here's our first line to take some money. So I want it to push up a little bit more actually. Good if it a little bit more. 34. Silver. Gold. A lot of resistance around here. Change.
Without a threat, and I can't wait to see what happens next. How far can we get if we sail a little bit high, a little bit low? How far can we get if we sail?
See if that beacon change that. The jolts could be way different to what they expect, you see, especially after the NFP, where they got it totally wrong.
Yeah. Like 400,000 difference on NFP last week.
Yeah, it was massive.
Yeah.
I liked it, just made me laugh how they tried to make out it was good news in the end, because of the unemployment rate obviously, but the unemployment rate doesn't override the NFP, you see, but they tried to sell it as, oh yeah, okay, even though it made me laugh on Bloomberg, but they totally screwed it up because they thought it was going to be way better.
You know, Bloomberg's just a bunch of chaps blowing smoke.
Yeah, to the people who pay them the most money.
Yeah.
I like it. Some of the analysis is funny.
Some of the stuff is spot on, but then some of it, especially whenever it's hyped up like that, they're selling it, they're pitching it. You know,
yeah, you're right. Whenever they push something really hard, it usually ends up going the opposite way, at least initially. And you think how many people lose their accounts or have been stopped out because they'll go the direction that Bloomberg, intimates to. I mean, obviously they don't give out financial advice, but they're telling you what the market is feeling, and they always go with the futures and stuff and everything. And a lot of the times ends up being wrong. So this will be interesting to see what.
Well, it's a sly way to manipulate the markets because there's millions of people that are watching that and are depending on that analysis.
That's true.
I feel sorry for those that can't separate real from fake, especially whenever it comes to Bloomberg.
Yeah, it's an entertainment program. It's good entertainment, and that's about it. But I wouldn't. You can't trade off what they say. I'm sure there's people who do. It's dangerous. You just got to take all the information in and then have a look at the market yourself. How many times do we see what they say? The market is going the opposite way. They're saying DAX is selling when we're buying, all the time.
They do that almost every morning.
Yeah.
Whenever they indicate overbought or oversold conditions over 0.50%, we go the opposite way.
Right. At least to catch the bits we need.
Yep.
This is looking good. Look for a double top. It's going to peak and then drop, so we might get a boost up on the open and then a drop. Yeah, as long as I'm going to try and get 100, 229 to that, fine. And still gold. See if we get the drop. It's already hit that level here. Goes down another. Want to get 50 to usually go 50 on gold. They can go 100 on silver. Always doing the same look.
And it's dropping.
100. Yeah, all he needs 100, 150 points. What? We're talking 100 down to our next line here. There now, 22, 53, 20, 55. It could come down here, above our flat part of our baseline, you see. Here's our next area of support. We're watching silver, set that and see. RSI is coming down to the neutral zone, which is nice. Like I say, you're going to get a spike up, but it's the overall direction says it's going to continue down, touch the trend line, and then you're forming a nice W pattern. Bang bang, it's just the centre.
The JOLTS is dropping at what? 9 Eastern or 9:30 Eastern, or is it after the market opens?
Yeah, 30 minutes after. Yeah, 10 a.m. your time. Yeah, 33 minutes to go. Look, there you go. We've got half an hour to hold some trades before it comes out. Get a push. What you say?
Gold dipping back down, touch that neutral zone. See what plays out.
Put my trades in just for the open. Okay, gold's set my level there. That is. Points of interest is really good. It holds up really well as a support and resistance, as well as giving you a nice take profit. Neat.
They are already at it with the traffic this morning over here.
Yeah. Let's see. Switch direction. Need to once it peaks out. That's the thing. Once it hits level, then we can go the opposite direction. Hold. I'm just going to look for 50 points. That's still $50. Yeah, just over 50. Actually, about $60. On lot. Set. About 30 seconds to go. Let's see if we get a drop on gold and we get the buy on rest 30. And we just want, like I say, just touch our level, then we'll look to take the sales on it. Try and do all this before the JOLTS news comes out. Easy, look, easy 100, 140 with the spread. Seconds to go. That's it. 230. So it looks like it's dropping. See if it's going to bounce. Zoom in. There you go. Oh, gold's done it. Gold's hit my TP already. Gold already out. Yeah, gold dropped. Look at that. Beautiful. Nice win on gold. Let's see what happens with US 30. Drop in as well.
Wow, they're syncing up.
Yeah, yeah.
Crazy.
Gold did as well. Yeah, look. Wait till it hits that trend line, wait till it hits that support. It'll push up. A big spike. Woo! Beautiful SL hunting this is. Up. I'm going to go in. Go in. None. Any more buys. Ooh, we're already $50. Come on.
A hell of a spike on US 30.
Yeah. I've just got a win on 2 of the buys. Got the 2 sales on silver. In the group.
Spiking both ways on gold.
Yeah. I got that initial one. I went in 30 seconds. Now watch this spike up.
Nope.
Again. Broker's messing me around.
Nice spike right back down to the baseline.
Yep, I'm in on 2 more buys on. Ooh, yeah, $150. There we go. It's pushing. Beautiful. Come on. Push, push, push. That was two more buys on US 30. Got in at the bottom of that spike. Gonna push now. 2 left in the
We
back.
were going back to that 1755 area on gold. Beautiful.
I'm done. Excellent. Woohoo! 4 more buys on US 30. Beautiful. That was 60, 70, that was 300. Look at the spike, and it hit our TP, hit our breakout. See, just had to hold for that market manipulation. Told you it would go up. Perfect.
Yep. Every single time.
We knew it. $300 in 3 minutes. Look at it push. Beautiful. Look at that. There she is. All you gotta do is just hold. I went to about $60, $70 drawdown on each one, so I was down about 150. But I knew our support level here. This is what gives me the confidence that the whole body would have to break through for me to panic and get down here. Then I would have ended the trade, then gone bad. But every time it touched here, I went in again, again, and again, and that was all my buys. So that was 6 buys in the end on US 30.
Phenomenal.
That's how you scalp. Yeah, it was 1. Got. Goes into. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 buys on US 30 and 1, 2, 2 sells on gold. Look at that, look, beautiful. This is a good thing about the axe system. It gives us, look at that, it hit the TP, and most people would be guessing where they think price is going to go. Look at that, hit our breakout. That was your TP2. You could have had that, but when I see the blue zone, obviously that I like to go underneath that either way. And same here. You could have sold, but it was so close to our trend line. It did spike through, but again, you don't know it's necessarily going to do that. You could just hit that and bounce straight up. So the analysis was that we were going to get a retest of that 3, 4, 600 zone, and it did. And then on gold, look at that. I drew it, and look at that. And look what's happening. It's following it. It's hit the 1758, which is what we said. It's going to break. It came all the way down to 1757, and our neutral support was 1756. Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly as we drew it. Gold was spot on. And US 30, and you don't even have to trade both of them, you know what I mean? It's kind of like we just get the time to do it. You could just focus on one particular thing.
That's what I've said since day one. That's why I typically stick with gold and silver. Not a big fan of the indexes, but if you pick something, you learn the market characteristics, you start to understand that pair a lot better.
Yeah. Well, I said, look at that, what your 30 is doing. I said it would bounce up on the open, hit our resistance and retest, and now drop and form a second leg. And look, that's exactly what it's doing. Look at this now. So this could be a time to look at a sell.
You also got hidden bearish divergence.
Well, we did really well on that. Let's have a look and see if it drops. Drop. Before the see if we get a breakout of the neutral zone. Remember, this is where we need to be taking the trades. You know, every time we get across of our average line and our neutral line are potential trades, and this is how we can use the axe system. If you don't want to trade the opens and just follow TA, then obviously, like here, look, you know, there are entry points for buys, sell as well, look. Buys, sell there, buy there, look, a buy here. Well, this is how you can do it, just using the RSI in conjunction with price action, making sure you're above a baseline and a trend line, and where price is sat against the support and resistance zones. So all these trades you could take, look, bang, that was a win, that was a win, that was a win, that was a win, that was a win. I mean, you know, it's whichever scalping method you like doing. How powerful the system is, and obviously these are been tweaked from standard indicators, so fairly quick as well. That's the thing about it. US 30 again, not ranging around. See if we get a sell on this.
Cross out of the neutral zone on gold. And in for the sell.
Yeah, 30 goes up. Size just touching 59. Nope. Gold. So wait for the news. There we go. Some really good volatility, that's what I like to see. minutes in. Most people see, if you focus on a 15-minute candle, that's what I like to do. I like to, the first 15 minutes is where you can get these trades. That's the cool thing about it.
You can't see these trades inside a 15-minute candle.
That's right. That's it. Yeah, your 15-minute candle, you're going to be looking inside a 1 hour candle. So it all backs up on itself. So this is why I say this is true to me. This is true scalping. Gold's gonna, it's retested our trend, it's gonna break. US 30 again ranging, obviously it's holding for the news. And we've got 18 minutes till the news, and then later on you've got some Fed speeches as well.
Those are always good to trade.
Yeah, always fun. And then tomorrow we've got some good news. We've got news overnight for the Japanese and the Chinese markets. Goods trade balance for the UK 100. This is pre-market, so if we get a result on this, we can trade the UK 100 when it opens an hour later. Inflation again for the DAX, so we can do a DAX and a UK FTSE trade as well. Don't bother with the Euro one, and then that's it until you've got the inflation rate, which is obviously the main, what everyone's focused about at the moment. 5.3, if it's the same it should be good. And then we've got a crude one just before the end. So really tomorrow it's all about the European session, and then we've just got the inflation in the US. But again, we'll attempt to do a live stream around all this as well. Inflation, like I say, is the key thing. Stagflation, what they're on about in the UK. Move that. See. So if the news is worse than expected, this is what we want. We'll get a nice drop on US 30 and possible buy on gold. See, it's holding now, so we're looking at sells. Brilliant. Just got 2 more sells on US 30. Those out the door. What was that? 28 and 45. So that's another $100 there. Perfect. On US 30 as it dropped and said, yes, look at that. That spike took my EP out. Again, we just look for 50 to 100. We don't need a big move. Look at that. Perfect. That's 250 pips. Perfect. That's 8 sells on US 30 and I'm done on it. I'm not going to risk any more now. I'm going to wait for the actual news. Which, I mean, if the news is better than expected, guess where we're going? We're going up. We're going back up again to the 34600 level. This support is serious. Obviously, you know, we've got double bands on here. We've got points of interest lines, so it is a serious support. Hence why price is having a tough time breaking it. But the news could be the one that does it. This candle now looks like it could, so I'm going to zoom in. Again, still could be a fake. Look at that drop, all the way to our TP breakout zone. Ooh, beautiful.
You mentioned that inflation rate news for tomorrow. It made me think about going and checking the Dixie. And the Dixie looks like we may be forming a double top.
Oh, right, okay.
On a 4-hour chart. Just looking at a broader market perspective on that.
Oh, you make my skin crawl saying 4-hour charts.
No,
that's Satan's work. The dark side.
Yeah.
Look at RSI. Look at RSI on the 30. Look at this for a drop. Did we get it right, or did we get it right? We drew that pretty much to perfection. There's your second leg. Perfect. And this is why we've just won 8 trades on US 30. Second leg, as we predicted. And again, it's not like we're some magic oracle. It's the case of we just follow the market patterns, the structure. We look at the news events, we look at market structure, price action, and all our indicators just help us confirm. And how we drew.
That's a hell of a candle.
Look at that, yeah.
Dipped into the neutral zone and just straight down to oversold.
Yeah. And we knew it was going to do it. We knew this was going to do it because we knew we were going to do a double top. It wasn't going to break this resistance, and bang, you know, it's broke through the heavy resistance. This is what it needed to do, and then there away she goes. And again, yeah, you could have scalped this, you could have held it, and people will say, yeah, you could have held in the trade, but that's not what we do. We get in and out. We have a certain amount we want to try and aim for every time to be safe. And now we can look for, receive for, you know, the news to come out, and then we can look for a retest pattern. Try and get the W forming now on this. That's a nice. This is great. Gold obviously will go the opposite way for now, but again, it's just ranging a little bit. It's just about news now. 10 minutes to go. We're 80% bullish, but again, if you want to take a buy on gold, you wait until RSI pops out. But again, you're up against a lot of resistance here, so you might not get 50 points on it. You could just go in and take whatever green you get. Me, I'm going to wait. I think the news is going to be good. I just have this feeling, so I think gold is going to sell and US 30 will go up. I mean, at the moment, the way the structure is, that would be the perfect scenario. You know, and we could draw this now back in. Might have a retest down the previous level, but or US 30 goes back up. It could be something like that. Now, if RSI obviously breaks our oversold zone, we can be in again on a re-entry trade. It hasn't. Look, it's flattened out, so it didn't quite do it yet. It's an interesting pattern to see. 1, 2, 3. Some people call it the 1, 2, 3. Well, look at gold. Totally gone the same way, you see. Just was lagged behind it, so you could have gone in for a buy on gold if you wanted to. Hang for the news now.
Watch gold, and that's going to be tapping that resistance area again.
Yeah, and then selling.
Yep.
Tempted to enter a trade, but I don't want to. It's just so close. Just so close to the news. If we don't get a result, it's right on our breakout line. Look now. Like I say, just inverse of US 30. US 30 is pushing down, as we said, and gold is pushing up. This is just, if people say they don't correlate, then this is the proof right in front of your eyes on a small time frame, just showing you how gold and, you know, even the dollar, but when we trade the Dow Jones, but how they still correlate very closely indeed.
Beauty of lower time frame charts, it allows you to see how these small manipulations move the markets in certain directions.
Yeah, exactly. That's so true. You're on a big candlestick, 4 hour, 1 hour, you never see it. You never see these Like you say, you never see the manipulation, you never see how the market really moves. Look at that spike. That's like $1,000 spike. Again, it's not that I'm scared of getting in there on it, it's just that now we should have got in for the sell and we're close to the news. You know, you could be stuck in a trade. We're better off holding and waiting on this. US 30 is going to sink more, yeah, that's fine. Again, that's found support. Great. Bounced off our zone. Look at the bottom. Cool as well. Some people might put buys in on here. You know, when you see these ones, these are the ones where you want to be looking for the retest. Strong now. Look, this is a re-entry even. That's crazy. Gold's to the moon, look.
Yep, finally broke that resistance.
Yeah. Like I say, if we weren't close to the news, we'd be in. I'd be on a buy on this. I'd be on a sell on US 30 again. But we've just 9 minutes to go. You just don't know. Just too risky. We've done it so many times.
There's a lesson in that. A lot of people force trades. And that's the very last thing that you want to do is force a trade. Wait for your next setup, especially if you have news surrounding. You'll wind up holding that trade for a day, 2 days, hoping that it'll come back, and it may never come back. So wait for your next setup. It's the reason that we use the tools that we do. We have different confluences to tell us, hey, wait or go in. And that's the reason for that.
Yeah. Exactly right. Discipline is the hardest thing to get down when trading, because you think like the world's your oyster and every trade's a winner. And like you're saying, you see trades that aren't really there. It's only when you take a loss you realise, okay. At the same time, you don't want to be scared, you know.
Yeah, well, I like having a blue profit screen as much as anybody else, but in anything, especially trading Forex, you know, you're going to have those. But it's all about the discipline, like you said, the discipline and minimizing those to a point where you're profitable.
Yeah. Okay, see, you would have had a quick scalp buy on that, and that's dropped out of that RSI zone. So it's hit that extension zone and pulling back. Here's where I would have been. As soon as I see it drop from bright green to normal green, that's when I get in on the sell. That would be my trigger point. I know I'm going to get 50 points to 100 on that, and look what you would have done. You know what I mean? It was here. Look, easy. Look. But you need something to give you the signal to go in, and that would have been it. Dropping from bright green to dropping out of the overbought zone. Like I say, you had the hidden bullish divergence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there was your sell. That was it. Bang. Go to the trend line, then bounce up. It's followed our indicators quite nicely.
Indeed.
US 30, look at that. Whew, shooting all the way back. Bounced off. Very volatile. That's why the patterns at the moment don't mean an awful lot. I mean, this will be great to form. I'll take it off at the moment because we're still at first hour where it doesn't always necessarily follow any particular trader, but that's what we like. We know what we're looking for.
Yeah, on opens, you can throw patterns out the window.
That's right, yeah. You just look at the market structure, look at the news that's around, and as we saw on US 30, you know, we knew we had a good chance of it retesting, doing a double top before dropping, and we caught that buy, and then we caught a load of sells. And the same with gold. We just knew that inversely, if that goes going to go that way, we're going to get a buy on US 30, we're going to get a sell on gold, which we did down to our flat KG line, which was our decent support line. As you can see, it appreciated that and the trend line and bounced up. So the TA was spot on. Now gold's in again, look. This could push nicely if you go in again. Like, you can have a look and see what you can get. 100 to 50 is fine. And we've got 4 minutes to go. Here we go. So remember, the expected figure is 10,925. So it's already predicted to be worse than last month in terms of the amount of job openings. So there's already a bit of bearish sentiment costed into the market. So we want, you know, this to be under 925. So 920 would be, you know, a good enough to take a decent sell. And obviously anything above 925, the market will love it that it hasn't predicted it as bad. And obviously if by some kind of miracle it's better than last month, then obviously we're going skywards on US 30 and we're going down on gold. So, and that's looking at the patterns we've got, that's what I'd like to see. I'd love to see now good news and it price retest, hit our TP again. It's still the same TP, you don't have to change it. Points of interest is here, but we've still got a chance, if the news is good, of it hitting 400 points or so. And again, if the news is bad, guess where we're going? Going back down to our points of interest, just above our breakout zone here. So again, got a potential for 400 or 500 either way, basically. So these are the zones we're looking at, whether it's buy or sell. Doesn't really matter to us which one it is. It just would be nice if we get better than expected news, and then gold will take a massive drop. Look at that from this second leg. News is better than expected. Expect a retest of our support zone here. So we'll move our EP to, I think, there. News is bad. Sorry, if the news is good, then we expect gold to, and again there's 263, so, and I'll just look for 100. You know, by the time I'm just going to go with the 30, but you can go with gold if you want. I'm not giving out financial advice, I'm just telling you how I do it. You do it. A nice sell on gold. Ooh. If the news is better than expected. Only on it, what, 2 minutes to go? Again, it even says here, a lot higher than expected. Figure should be seen as positive. Negative. Easy to follow. This is why I don't understand why people get scared of it. It's kind of like, you've got an idea, the market's giving you an idea of where they think it might go. So yeah, and then you just need something to set levels, and that's why we don't do pending orders, because we know they do get triggered, and stop loss hunters out there. Market manipulation is all over pending orders. We know that pending orders are dangerous. So if you're going to trade, you need to be sat at your computer, laptop, whatever, phone, and trade it for real. So I've always been a big believer in that. Might do a pending order from going away on holiday, but that's about it, but very rarely. Got a minute to go, and US 30 still, I say, right in the neutral zone, which is perfect. So we're looking, you know, it's sell or buy, and gold again is bullish at the moment, which means if we do get a drop, it would be great. The news is good, we could get a nice little drop, would even retest the TP2 breakout zone. So that's what I'd like to see. I mean, it makes no difference really. If it's the opposite way and the news is worse than expected, obviously then we're going to buy gold. And gold's going to create a new high here above 1769 for us today. 15 seconds. Two seconds, one, and it's worse than expected. $439, and it's adjusted from last month. 9.3, 9.25, and 10.439. Woohoo! Crazy times. And we're out at $75. Brilliant. On US 30. Again, I just focused on the one thing. Let's have a look. That's sell. Beautiful. Hit our TP1. What more can you say? And if you're looking on the buy, what did I say? Gold pushing up nicely now. Let's see if we can get anything on gold. We won't be too late. Let's see. Another last little push. Nice news event. Went a different way to what I wanted it to, but it doesn't really matter. We still know what we're going for. And we got a nice little win on that. Got a nice little win on gold on that push up. Let's see if there's any more. Just following it, watching, see if it breaks this zone.
Whenever you're trading fundamentals, you can go either way based on how the news drops.
That's right. You just don't hold too long. What that? Because
we wanted to go the way that our technical analysis is saying that it should go, but if it doesn't, pivot and adjust.
and that's why we don't enter before when it comes to the news, you know what I mean? We wait and see.
Yep.
US 30, look at that, it's perfect. So it's just basically backed up our nice M pattern. And again, look, hit the TP1 as I said, look at that, perfect. Right to the line. So we know where it's going to go, and we just don't know which direction, but we set up for either one. Like Justin said, that's the way you do it. What I actually got on that. $46.71, like $75 on that.
All in a day's work.
Yeah. Well, that's your trading done in an hour. And we finished at about $500 up in an hour's work. There you go. And obviously you can follow these patterns now. Look at that, JOLTS is pushing the US 30 down. Look now, that news. Brilliant, some of the team have had some good results as well, some nice wins, perfect. See? Watching, see if there's any other. Yeah, we just got there. Yeah, got another 31.20 on gold there. That was a buy. Just close that. That was another $50. And that'll do me. I'm not going to push my luck. That's it. You know what I mean? It's kind of like now the market will form. It's formed its trend, and now we know we're going to be looking for a double top M pattern on gold. If you're continuing to follow, and you're going to be looking for a nice W pattern on US 30. That has been a successful little session. Look, check, there you go, look, so worst expected result by 500,000. That's quite severe, hence why the drop is so bad. Look at this. You know, news is hard to trade when there's just minuscule movements, you know, in the news compared, but when there's such a big difference like NFP was on Friday and like this, you've got to get in on these trades. If the market is going, there might be a little bit of stop loss something, but they're not. With this, like, literally the news came out and it dropped and gold went up. Gold's still going up, now hitting our resistance zone. So to me, this is the simplest way to trade. Obviously it's, you know, high energy, adrenaline, you know, there's risk involved, but there is risk in all trading. But if you practice this enough and you get the smell of it, you know, and like Justin says, you follow the patterns correctly and everything, then it becomes second nature. You don't get scared of it, you embrace it. That's why yes, so many traders come to me and go, how do I trade news and fundamentals? I've been told by everybody and my mentors, you don't trade it, you don't trade around it. And I'm like, why? This is the most volatile thing. We want volatility. Volatility moves, market moves, means we get pips. I don't want to be sat waiting 4 hours for a trade. That's just the way I like to trade and scalp. Again, this is why we say this is true scalping. So, you know, just seen us take some nice wins there. All good, in and out in the space of an hour. So there you go, and we will be back tomorrow to do some more. There's more news on the table tomorrow. We've got CPI coming up on Thursday. The big one tomorrow is obviously the inflation in the US. And like Justin says, for those of you like, just watch the speech. Just watch when the Fed starts speaking in an hour's time and later on. You watch the market, you can see. That's what I used to do. I didn't used to trade, I just watch it and see how the market would move to and go, okay, it's following a pattern here. I'm getting an idea of when someone talks and how they talk, how it affects the market, and I can get in and out here on some trades. Perfect. That's how I learned to do it, just by staying silent, watching and learning how the markets move. There we go. So thanks for joining today. Short stream today because obviously you wanted to trade this one main news event and the market open. It's been a success. And click the like button and subscribe and share this, tell everyone about us and what we're doing, and get the notification so you can join in on our stream tomorrow. And thanks for Justin all the way over there in San Francisco joining in today, our roving trader on the road, and no doubt he'll be back again tomorrow.
Absolutely. I've got a free day all day tomorrow, nothing but driving, so I will see you guys bright and early again in the morning.
Nice one. Right, trade safe all and take care, and we'll catch you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.